What is up, YouTube fam? It's your favorite unapologetic lesbian. Sort of, kinda, back with another one. And what I mean by that, for those of you that do remember, a couple of weeks ago, on Church's story and on his Instagram, he showed his family crest. And that kind of like re-sparked my interest in my family ancestry. And I say re-sparked because a couple of years back, it was a Christmas gift to my great aunt on my dad's side ancestry. And her and my dad got really, really big into it. And I knew all I had to do was go to him because me and him had already talked about it at one point. Because as he was finding out information, he was so excited he wanted to tell me and my brother. So he did. So, and I asked him earlier today to send me some of the information he had. So he did. And I want to say this. I have a video that I'm going to react to. But in that video, it shows a different family crest than what I'm about to show. That is because there's many different Shaw clans or Shaw families. And from what I have seen and learned from my own little research I did before I talked to my dad, with Shaw families, we are all considered family, blood or not blood. Everything I seen was pretty much if you have the Shaw last name and if you are a part of the Shaw clan, you're family. So to all my fellow Shaws, what up, fam? Hope you learned something from this, like I did, and I'm going to. But I'm going to show my grandfather's family crest and my grandmother's family crest. And with that, so this is my grandfather's family crest, which is where the Shaw name comes from. So this is our family crest. I am going to go ahead and let y'all know I cannot pronounce some of these words, so I am going to zoom it in so y'all can get a better look at the family crest, and y'all can read up on it and pause if you would like to. But there is something that I found pretty cool about this family crest, and that is every year my dad's side of the family, we go to the beach for a week and do nothing but fish. My dad's side of the family has always loved being near the ocean, and there's a ship right here. That's really cool to me. And then this, I take from this a hand holding a heart. That's, we care a lot, and we wear our heart on our sleeves. That's just what I take from it. But if y'all would like to pause to read on up, and we're from Scotland as well. My grandfather's side is from Scotland. But if y'all would like to pause and read on my dad's side of the family, more than welcome. And now this is my grandmother's family crest, which is Hartley, and we're from England. Now, just like with my grandfather's family crest, I can't pronounce some of these words, so I am going to zoom in. So if you would like to pause and read, you're more than welcome to do so. Now this is my family tree. Here's me, here's my brother, here's my dad, here's my mom. All of these is my dad's siblings and nephews and nieces. This is my grandpa, this is my grandma. My grandpa's siblings, my grandma's nieces. And this doesn't connect, by the way. It drops down. It doesn't connect, though. This is my grandpa's side. This is my grandma's side. Very big family tree. And it continues on up here. There was just no room. You can see over here in this little description. My family tree is really big. And I'm planning on doing a video that explains my family tree even like a little bit more in depth, because if I sit here and try to do it now in this video, it would take me literally all day. And I've stay at home stepmom, stay at home wife. I've got shit to do.
Shaw Surname Meaning and History, presented by COADB.com. An English topographic surname denoting someone who lived in or by a small woodland, derived from the Middle English word shaw, or a habitational surname denoting someone from any of the places so named. The name is prevalent in Yorkshire and in Lancashire. Early bearers included Simon de Shaw of Berkshire in 1191 AD, Richard de la Shaw of Worcestershire in 1275, John de Shaw of Scotland in 1284, William de Shaw of Scotland in 1294, John Atshaw of Essex in 1295, William de Shaw of Scotland in 1296, and John de Shaw of Scotland.
One of these Johns from Scotland, I'm pretty sure, is my dad's fourth great-grandpa. I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
In 1331. Knighthoods included Sir Edmund Shaw, Sheriff of London, goldsmith and privy councillor, who died in 1488. Sir John Shaw, Sheriff of London, knighted in 1497. Sir Alexander Shaw, knighted in 1633. Sir Charles Shaw in 1838. And Sir Eyre Massey Shaw, late chief of the Metropolitan Fire Brigade, knighted in 1891. Noble titles held included the Shaw Baronetcy of Eltham in the county of Kent. It was a title created in the Baronetage of England in 1665 for Sir John Shaw, Commissioner of Customs and Member of Parliament for Lyme Regis. He descended from the Shaws of Haslington Hall in Cheshire and was a supporter of Charles I during the English Civil War and provided financial support to the exiled King Charles II. Here we see Eltham Lodge, the rebuilt family estate, and a list of the Shaw baronets of Eltham. And here we see an oil painting of Sir John Shaw, the 4th baronet, who died in 1779. The Shaw baronetcy of Greenock in the county of Renfrew was created in the baronetage of Nova Scotia in 1687 for Sir John Shaw. The 3rd baronet sat as a member of Parliament for Renfrewshire and Clackmannanshire, and the title became extinct on his death in 1752. Shaw baronetcy of Kilmarnock in the county of Ayr was created in the baronetage of the United Kingdom in 1809 for Sir James Shaw, Lord Mayor of London in 1805, and Member of Parliament for the City of London. Shaw baronetcy of Bushby Park in the county of Dublin was created in the baronetage of the United Kingdom in 1821 for the Tory politician Sir Robert Shaw. The 3rd baronet was also a politician. George Shaw, 2nd son of the 3rd baronet, was a major general in the British Army, and the celebrated playwright George Bernard Shaw belonged to this family. And here we see Bushby Park. Wow. And Terrenier House, another home that the family owned. And a list of the Shaw baronets through the 7th baronet, who died in 2002. And we see the depiction of Sir Frederick Shaw, the 3rd baronet, who died in 1876. Landed gentry included Shaw of Arrow Park in County Cheshire, England, which was the...
Look at that damn castle. Wow. It is crazy. Oh, and just a little bit ago, whenever I said the John Shaw, I'm pretty sure that was my dad's 4th great-grandpa. Apparently, the name John is very, very popular within the Shaw family. And from what I've seen on the family tree, so is my brother's name, Aaron. But I don't know if it was one of them Shaws, but it may have been a descendant from one of them.
Seat of John Ralph Shaw, Esquire. Notable Shaw, born 1847, a leader of the women's suffrage movement in the United States. She was also a physician and one of the first ordained female Methodist ministers in the United States. Thomas Shaw, an African traveler and professor of Greek. He was elected Fellow of the Royal Society in 1734. Peter Shaw was an eminent physician who practiced medicine first in Scarborough and then in London. He was also an author, and
I love how he didn't want to say the rest of that. Since he didn't, I'm going to read it. And then, without a license in London, he was a prolific author, producing abridged editions of Robert Boyle and Francis Bacon's writings, and advanced the studies of chemistry in England by translating the works of the famous chemist that word in the next one. He built up a popular practice and was appointed physician in ordinary to George II, who accompanied on his journeys to Hanover.
Was appointed physician to King George II and accompanied him on his journeys to Hanover. Major General Hugh Shaw, born 1839, was a senior British Army officer and a recipient of the Victoria Cross, the highest award for gallantry in the face of the enemy that can be awarded in the British Commonwealth. John Shaw, who died in 1740, was a master of dancing. William Edward Shaw was a lieutenant in the 7th Regiment of Light Dragoons. George Bernard Shaw, born 1856, was an Irish playwright, critic, and political activist. Early settlers included Nicholas Shaw in Virginia in 1618. Anne, Richard, and William Shaw came to Virginia in 1635. Roger Shaw came to Massachusetts the following year. And Abraham Shaw came to Massachusetts in 1637. And John and Thomas Shaw came to Nova Scotia, Canada in 1750. And if you enjoyed this video, please visit us at coadb.com, link in the description, where we offer genealogy research service. Thank you very much.
So yeah, there's a little video on my family and the history of my family. I'm going to do some more research because this really interests me. It did a couple of years ago when my great aunt and my dad started doing it, and he was giving me all the information. And then just life got busy, 4 kids, wife, dogs, house, got shit I got to take care of. And then church re-sparked my interest in it. So I'm going to dive a little bit more in depth into my family background. And like I said, I'm going to do another video on my family tree and going a little bit more in depth over that. Because if y'all didn't see, that was a lot. My family tree's big, and I didn't realize how big it was. Get a little old. But if you guys like this reaction / video, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.